What's going on, everybody? Welcome to After Prison Show. And the first thing I want to say is some pretty big news. We do have a visit scheduled with Dave tomorrow, and I'm trying to figure out the best thing that we can do with that. I'm thinking about doing a live stream with it. That way you guys can visit with him as well. I'm just not exactly sure what the rules and regulations to all of this are, because I know there are a lot of rules with this. I was reading through it. We're visiting Dave from the house. So that's a really crazy thing. We had to set up all of this equipment on the computer to be able to do this. And again, I am thinking about live streaming with this. I'm just not exactly sure if that's gonna work or not, but we will have that figured out tomorrow. I'm gonna tell you some things about Dave as well in this video. There's some things that we're gonna talk about with him. But real quick, one thing that I do wanna mention getting into all of this is that, again, I've never been on this side of the fence, really. It's always been me who's been locked up, and maybe there will be somebody there who's trying to do things for me, whether it be my family, whether it be some girls that I have met, maybe a girl, maybe punk tattoo guy, whoever it may be. But with me mentioning all of this, the thing that I really want to tell you is that experiencing this from the other side of the fence, it's kind of an eye-opening thing for me, because of the fact that it shows me just what people have to go through to maintain contact and offer support to their loved ones, friends, family, whoever, who are locked up. So I just want to take this moment and say that, again, this is an eye-opening thing for me. And I got a lot of respect for the girls, the family, the wives, the kids, anybody out there who holds down somebody who is locked up, whether that's whoever. Because what I've been seeing and going through trying to do all of these things for Dave, the commissary, the phone, the visitation, one, not only is it a major pain in the ass to get these things set up, it really does take a lot of time to find these websites, find what they can and can't have, what you can do, what you can't do, these rules, regulations, and then add on to all of that just how much all of this stuff costs. We're video visiting Dave tomorrow from the house, and these visits are $15 a piece. All of this also is showing me just how costly it can be for loved ones trying to hold down someone who is locked up. And it makes me realize even more when people really just can't do certain things because of how much all of this stuff costs. It really is a racket that I feel these prisons and jails are running. And it's also really messed up just how much money they charge to the family and friends of those who are locked up just trying to offer their support. Like, one of the main questions that I wonder is, why is this stuff so damn expensive? Why does a phone call cost up to $15 a phone call? Why do we have to pay $15 to visit with Dave? With these jails and prisons trying to move further toward more technology, getting tablets inside of the jails and prisons and email, and moving away from snail mail and actual face-to-face visits through glass, why the hell does there have to be such a high price attached to all of this? And who actually is making all of this damn money? You know, I really would like to see whoever runs this IC Solutions company that deals with the phone, that deals with these video visits. I really would like to see the owner of this company and just see how well this guy is really living off of the hardships and struggles and bad times that people are going through because of their loved ones being locked up. I mean, this type of stuff really does put a burden on the families of those who are locked up. And it's not the family's fault that these people are locked up. So why the hell are they the ones that have to suffer and pay the price for this? You know, it may seem like I'm kind of frustrated about this, and I have to assure you that I definitely am. Because I'm experiencing this stuff for the first time ever. I'm always the one who's locked up, reaching out, asking somebody, hey, could you put some money on the phone? Could you put some money on my books so I could order some commissary? Could you order me some books or magazines? Could you send me this or send me that? You know, there were girls and family members and all sorts of people who tried to help me throughout all of the different times that I had been locked up. And there were times that I went through that completely alone with absolutely nobody. But again, what I'm seeing personally from this experience with Dave, it's just really mind-boggling to me to think that I myself for many years was one of these people who was locked up up and had people on the outside, not every single time, but in a lot of cases, had people on the outside who had to go through all of this stuff that I'm having to go through with Dave. Now, with saying all of that, I don't mind doing this at all for Dave because, again, this is my best friend. His situation is completely fucked up, and I want to see him come home just as much as it seems the entire APS Army does. But I'm really seeing for myself just how much bullshit it can be for somebody on the outside trying to support somebody who's locked up. And you know, to be kind of funny about this, and please don't take this the wrong way, or maybe you will, but I was talking to somebody earlier about this, and I said to them, I said, you know, I kind of feel like I'm that girl on the outside waiting for that guy to come home. Now, I know the comments will be flooded with the fan fiction and all the crazy shit that tends to fill up the comments when thinking about the Joe and Dave situation. And again, I am just kidding about all of that. But yeah, it's fucking crazy. I don't understand why this stuff has to cost so much money. I don't understand why it has to be so hard. I don't understand why you have to go to 3 or 4 different websites for commissary, hot meals, phone calls, visitation. Why the hell can't it all just be in one place? But whatever. Needless to say, we're doing the most that we possibly can for Dave. Every day I'm talking to Dave, trying to just make sure that he's keeping his head up in there and hoping for him, probably just as much as he's hoping for his own self, that this situation will get resolved as quickly as possible. We have been in contact with Dave's lawyer. He finally called us back and told us that Dave still does not yet have a bond hearing date set just yet. It is the Memorial Day weekend that's upon us right now. So I'm sure that plays into this to some degree. Hopefully he gets this bond hearing set up for next week, early next week, even better. But even with that, it is still not a guarantee that he's even going to get this bond. I'm hoping that he does because, again, the situation is complete bullshit. And I want this to be over for him just as much as I'm sure all of you do as well. I cannot wait for when Dave does come back out here. We are going to do something major for him. There's been a lot of people tweeting to me, messaging me, asking me to make Free Dave t-shirts, and I do want to let you know that those t-shirts are now available. Check down in the comments. I'll have a comment with a link pinned where you can go show your support for Dave if you choose to do so. Hashtag free my boy Dave. Let's get him out of this damn jail. There are some other things to let you know as well. Last night we did try to stream on YouTube with the IRL stream. Cody took me to what I thought was going to be a rave. Really, it was just an EDM show with DJs. It was a really awesome experience. It didn't work out with the IRL on YouTube because of the fact that the chat was disabled for some reason. We did switch everything over to Twitch, and if you did rock with us last night, you saw just how crazy that really was.
You don't work at McDonald's.
Yeah, again, that was my very first time ever going to a show like that. And I have a little confession to make. I'm kind of a fan now. It was a really awesome experience, something that I never got a chance to experience before, and it was a good time. I did get rejected by every single chick that I talked to last night, but hey, no big deal. Also, After Prison Show just recently got a new sponsor. I do have a video coming for this. I do hope you guys will support the video. It is actually from this company right here called Secret Lab. They sent us this really awesome computer chair, and I'm very grateful and fortunate for that. This is probably the most comfortable chair that I've ever sat in my life. I do have to be honest. And I'm not just saying this because they sent us the chair. This chair, it feels like it belongs in a Ferrari somewhere, just to be honest with you. We do have a lot of awesome things planned for this weekend. My mother is in town. I may be trying to get her in a video. She's actually sitting over here right now as I film this, shaking her head, so I'm not honestly sure if she's gonna do this or not. And I do have one more late breaking piece of information to tell you guys. I am, in fact, getting a pet. And I'm getting that pet today. I will be introducing you to that pet very soon. The newest member of the APS Army and family here on After Prison Show. I hope you will embrace this new pet, and hopefully this new pet will embrace me, in fact. Pets can be kind of strange. I've always heard that they're a good judge of character. So hopefully this pet will see the good in me I hope so. And it is also Memorial Day weekend. We may be going to the beach. I really want to go to the beach. I really want to do an IRL stream from there. Meet some people, talk to some people. We are getting back on track with After Prison Show. Look for a ton of prison-related content to be on the way. Stories, cooking, how-to videos, more tattooing. I'm even going to show you how to make a prison fidget spinner. How the fuck would I make that? I'm not even sure if you can make a fidget spinner in prison, but we're gonna try to figure out if while in prison you can get the necessary things that would be needed to put together something like the #1 most hated thing in the world right now, a fidget spinner. As I wrap this up, I do just want to say thank you to everyone continuously and always for all of the love and support that you show for not only me, but After Prison Show and also my best friend Dave. It really has been a tough week for me. I've been trying to just handle this the best that I can, making sure that Dave is doing the best that he can. He did get moved to general population yesterday. At least I thought it was general population. But after talking to him today, he's just now in a cell block that's a medical cell block. He says there's like 4 guys in the cell block. I think he said it was like a 5-man cell block, but they at least do have a TV in there. They do have the phone. They do have the little kiosk machine so Dave can do the video visits. And hopefully, this will be the only week that he has to do this, and next week he does get the bond hearing, and hopefully, potentially, that bond as well. I love each and every one of you for all of the love and support that you show for me, and it's because of that that I've wanted to make you as much of a part of my life as I possibly can with doing these IRL live streams, taking you along with me, and I hope that's something that you enjoy as well as continuing to do all of the content that you guys really do like here on After Prison Show. As always, until next time, enjoy life, the free world, never take a moment for granted, and make the most of every day.